I thought Coach really had his team ready to play. I thought the fans were ready. I thought the team were ready. I thought the coach did a great job preparing them. And I thought that there were times in the first half where we was clawing and scratching and clawing, and I thought that they were just executing their game plan a lot better than we were. We got down big and cut the lead to something reasonable there at 9, and he hit a fall away fade there to end the half, and that's kind of the way it went for us the first half. Second half, we came back out, and I thought we made some adjustments. We had a period where we missed four point blank layups and couldn't get to the foul line. And I thought that they hit the one kid. He had one of those nights that you know you're gonna run into one or two of them during the course of the year. Unfortunately for us, he had the night. Gosh, what is 24 points? Green. I thought he did a great job of just being in the moment. This was a very, very important game for them, and I thought he got himself mentally into that zone that sometimes great shooters would get into. And you hate to run into them. You like to have a few of those on your team yourself, but the night was his night, and obviously he made a huge difference in the game.
Questions, please?
Coach, you cut it to, I think, 3, maybe 2 there in the second half. What happened from that point?
Well, I thought that even though we cut it to that point, we was doing that period where we had those 4 point blank layups that we missed. And then we missed several free throws and layups, and then they came down and made us pay each time we faltered. And they started inching back in the other direction as opposed to us closing. And Coach, I got a technical because I gave a gesture of, I thought that was pretty quick. I like to earn my technicals, at least, and I didn't get my money's worth on that one. You know, I kind of, at least I need to say something or do something, but I didn't get a chance to earn that one. But thank God he missed one of the free throws, so it didn't cost us a point. But on the serious side, I just thought that the Hoosiers were the players, the coaches, the fans. I thought that they showed that Indiana's on its way back, and you got to give them credit. I thought that the players played with an exceptional amount of energy and focus. I thought they were very focused in their game plan. We forced them into some turnovers, but we could not make them pay on the turnovers because we got turnovers and got opportunities, but we just didn't cash in on those. And when you're on the road against a really good team like this is what happens. There's no doubt that this is the best team we played up to this point. I think they're definitely a top 25 ranked team. I think that they're going to be a team that's an NCAA tournament team, and I think the fans can be very proud and happy that they showing signs of coming back to the Hoosier style of ball that they have been accustomed to over the years. I thought that one thing I thought the fans made a tremendous difference in the game. I thought they were really, really into the games, and that's what you've always known about the Hoosier fans. Because I've been here many times, been an assistant at Kentucky for 12 years, and it was just as loud tonight as it was some of those years that I used to come here with the University of Kentucky.
When a player like Devontae Green's kind of getting hot, hitting those 3-pointers, and like you said, the crowd's getting into it, how do you sort of like get your guys to kind of try to calm down, weather that storm?
We'll face that. We will be faced with these same scenarios in the ACC. So it's really good that we had an opportunity to come in and get an ACC-type atmosphere just early in the season. It's somewhat challenging when you have 6 new players like we have that we're counting on to be part of our rotation when they haven't been in this type of environment. And the only way you compete in an environment like this is that you execute well and you keep the crowd out of it by being productive. There was a period there, I thought, in the first half that we were climbing back and got it close, and it was an extremely competitive game. And then we had that stretch where we missed 4 layups, and they made us pay on every possession, and the game got away from us. And Green seemed like everything he threw up there from the point was, especially from 3, was going in.
What can you learn from a game like this? You talked about being in the ACC and playing all those teams. Is just something you take forward? Yeah,
you have to look at this game, you analyze it, and you sometimes you you have to evaluate for what it is. They outplayed us tonight. They're a really good basketball team. And they have enough weapons that somebody is going to be effective every night. When you have this many, you got 4 guys shooting almost 40% from 3. And one of them tonight, shot real well. And regardless of what's going on, when you are in a very competitive game, and the way they move the ball and execute, it's almost impossible to close out on every one of the perimeter players correctly. And every time we left Green open, he made us pay. And there was a couple of times when we actually contested shots, and they still went in. He was just having one of those nights.
Everybody else set?
I think IU had 10 offensive rebounds. Was that a concern coming into the game?
Yes, they're a very good offensive rebound team, and we have not been nearly as effective in that area from a defensive rebounding standpoint. And they made us pay each time we faltered. I think they're an exceptional athletic offensive rebounding team, and I thought that made a huge difference as well. But I just thought that there was a lot of areas. They shot the ball well from them. They shot 38 free throws, which they were more aggressive taking the ball to the basket. They got some second shots on the offensive boards, which I thought was effective. But more than anything else, I just thought they executed their offense. They didn't lose their composure. I thought they were very patient. They moved the ball around. They got pretty balanced offensive attack inside and outside. And I thought that, we missed some of our opportunities, and I thought that they executed there, and that allows a loss to a really, really good basketball team. I think that we'll look back at the end of the year and we'll realize this was not a bad loss for us. This was a loss that against a team that's really, really going to be a team to be reckoned with for the remainder of the season.
Everybody else set?
All right.